It's the NFL on EA Sports as we see the two teams who fought back in Super Bowl 32. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Whiteout conditions throughout the Great Plains sure made travel difficult, but still expecting a full house at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And off we go from Denver. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw now, here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. 7 yards there and a first down. Love looking to throw it. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. In motion goes the tight end. Love now. And it's incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Here's Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And he really established himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the country a season ago. 45 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. A dynamic athlete, processes a lot of information in a short amount of time, and puts his team in a great position to win on each and every down. You don't break the NCAA record for highest completion percentage without having all those attributes, and I think that he'll translate very well in Denver.
Nix to the air. He'll get this one to Patrick. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. To throw is Nix. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Nix. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Following the fumble recovery, Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Musgrave's got it out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Love. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Throwing. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They go bootleg. Love. This is caught. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Going back to Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now it's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. following the penalty. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Nix from the shotgun. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. In motion goes Patrick. On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Following the interception, Love. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. And they'll send Watson in motion right. On play action. Love to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 37.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Carlson on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a 2nd and 10. The tight end in motion right. Nix to the air. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw is Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play fake. Here's Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes. Almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Love now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw. Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Dobbs goes in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. Touchdown. Jaden Reed. 61 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll get this one to Patrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix finds Dulcich out left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Same connection, Dulcich once again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw again. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Love. His throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Aiming for Jacobs, he's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Carlson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A final shot before break. Nix. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second and a couple. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. To throw, here's Nix. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Williams again. And Williams is in. Touchdown, Broncos. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Love. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Aaron Browning, the one who brought him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On play action. Love to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Love.
That is caught, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Love.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick here is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll go play action with Nix.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing Nix. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Burton taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
And that's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. In motion goes Patrick. That's caught, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Love now. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Carlson for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Finds Dulcich out left side.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. In motion goes Patrick. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion left goes Sutton. Here's Nix. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 53 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Play action this time with Love.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
Nix to the air.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. In motion goes Patrick. On play action, here's Nix.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
In motion goes Patrick.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And this game is tied.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And he goes out right around the 39. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They go bootleg. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 53 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Carlson on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Off the play fake, Nix. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And down inside the 15 he goes. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. To throw, here's Nix. Throw left side, complete to Troutman. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Nix. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Musgrave's got it out right.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They go play action here on 1st down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
They're not out of it